There are still many unanswered questions surrounding the tragedy here on the Danforth, including a precise timeline and whether or not more police officers on the street could have prevented this tragedy. But one thing is certain, when the police arrived, they were already under fire.
We had two officers who responded, who engaged with the suspect, who were in a shootout with the suspect, and if it wasn't for their quick action and what they did, there would have been further carnage. And those officers responded, they got out, and they were, like I said, involved in a shootout. They were fired upon by the suspect as soon as they got out of their car.
According to the Special Investigations Unit, the suspect was located by police on Bowden Street, and an exchange of gunfire took place between the man and the two officers. The suspect was later found dead on Danforth with a gunshot wound, although the SIU would not say if it was self-inflicted or not. Based on witness accounts, the time between the suspect allegedly first firing a gun until his death was no more than 15 minutes, but police won't give concrete timelines.
It was a very, very, very quick, dynamic incident that occurred in very short order from start to finish. I don't want to give a time frame, but it was very, very quick.
This all transpired on the very first weekend of a summer-long project that sees more than 200 extra officers on the streets in specific neighborhoods during the evening and overnight hours. It's a massive effort to crack down on crime and help the city deal with escalating gun violence. Police won't disclose which areas are being specifically targeted for the extra presence, but there will be more officers in Greektown as of now.
There would have been some officers in that division who were part of the, and it's not the extra officers, because what we had is we had the current officers that were available working overtime. So yes, there were additional officers, but we had officers responding from all across the city who came there. And again, like, you know, our thoughts and our prayers go out to the victims and the families.
The officers that arrived on scene, all of the frontline people did a fantastic job. I can tell you without that response, this may have been a different and a much more larger scaled event. So officers that arrived, fantastic jobs. And the second piece that I do want to address is that we are going to have a heightened level of uniform presence in the Danforth area over the next while.
Now, as you can see, police have started to open up the scene. People are walking along across Danforth. Traffic is moving through, and there's a real sense of trying to return to what is now the new normal in this area, but do expect police presence to be quite heavy and extensive over the next couple of days.